Sleep is one of the most universal behaviors in the animal kingdom. From lions snoozing for 20 hours a day to dolphins taking short naps, almost every creature on Earth needs some form of rest. But not all animals follow this rule. Some species bend, twist, or even completely break our idea of what sleep is supposed to be. Today, we'll look at 5 strange animals that never sleep, or at least never sleep the way we think they do. Let's start with the bullfrog. For years, scientists believed bullfrogs were among the few animals that truly never slept. In controlled experiments, bullfrogs kept responding to stimuli even during long periods of inactivity, suggesting they were always alert. Unlike mammals, they didn't show signs of deep restorative sleep. Later research hinted they might experience brief moments of reduced activity, but never the slow-wave sleep cycles humans and most other animals rely on. Their survival depends on this constant vigilance. In watery environments full of predators and prey, even a few seconds of deep unconsciousness could mean death. And instead of sleep, bullfrogs operate in cycles of rest and readiness, conserving energy while keeping their reflexes sharp. This strange balance makes them appear almost sleepless, blurring the line between rest and wakefulness. Some researchers argue that the bullfrog's lifestyle reveals an evolutionary trade-off. For a creature that must always be ready to leap into action, deep rest was sacrificed in exchange for constant survival readiness. Next is the dolphin, one of the ocean's most intelligent mammals. Dolphins never fully shut down their brains the way humans do. Instead, they practice something called unihemispheric slow-wave sleep. That means one half of their brain rests, while the other half stays awake and alert. This adaptation allows dolphins to continue swimming, surfacing for air, and watching for predators while still getting the rest they need. Even their eyes take turns closing, with one staying open as the other rests. This ability is so important that dolphin mothers and their calves have been observed staying constantly active for weeks after birth, taking no full sleep at all. In their environment, vigilance is survival. Unihemispheric sleep is their way of resting without ever fully losing awareness, making dolphins living proof that sleep doesn't always mean shutting down. Scientists studying their brainwaves found that dolphins alternate hemispheres regularly, ensuring each side of the brain gets sufficient rest. This balancing act allows them to stay functional, cooperative, and intelligent while always staying partially aware of their surroundings. Another animal that challenges our idea of sleep is the giraffe. With their towering height and vulnerability to predators, giraffes spend as little time as possible unconscious. In the wild, they average less than an hour of sleep a day, sometimes as little as 30 minutes. When they do sleep, it's usually in short bursts lasting only a few minutes. Many of these naps are taken while standing, allowing them to react instantly if danger approaches. Lying down for long periods would expose them to ambushes, so giraffes have evolved to function on minimal rest. Their huge bodies and long necks make lying down awkward, and standing naps are their safest option. Young giraffes sometimes curl their necks around their bodies for brief REM-like episodes, but adults rarely risk this vulnerable posture. Despite their lack of traditional rest, giraffes are still able to survive and thrive, a testament to how radically sleep patterns can adapt to ecological pressures. Observations in the wild show that giraffes spend much of their night chewing cud and remaining semi-alert, proof that for them, digestion and vigilance replace the luxury of prolonged dreaming. Then there's the shark, an animal that redefines what it means to rest. Many shark species never stop swimming because they need constant movement to push water over their gills and breathe. If they stop, they suffocate. This led researchers to wonder whether sharks can ever truly sleep. What scientists have discovered is that some species enter a restful state where their activity slows and their responsiveness drops, but their brains remain partially alert. Others keep swimming continuously, even during their lightest rest phases. For sharks, survival means staying in motion. Rest comes in the form of reduced energy states rather than complete unconsciousness. To humans, it looks like perpetual wakefulness, but for sharks, it's their way of balancing the need for oxygen with the need to conserve energy. Imagine living your entire life without ever lying down. This is the reality for many shark species. Studies on captive sharks reveal that even when they rest at the bottom, parts of their nervous system remain active, suggesting that for them, rest is more about energy efficiency than true sleep. Finally, we have the elephant, the largest land mammal on Earth. You might think such a massive creature would require long hours of rest, but elephants are surprisingly sleepless. In the wild, they average only 2 to 3 hours of sleep per day, often in short naps while standing. They may go days without lying down at all, especially when migrating or under threat from predators. Elephants rely on their size, intelligence, and social bonds rather than deep, prolonged sleep for protection. Studies have shown that elephants often skip rapid eye movement sleep, the stage associated with dreaming, altogether. This raises fascinating questions about how they consolidate memory and process emotions with so little rest. Their ability to thrive on minimal sleep shows that size and intelligence don't always come with the same biological needs as humans. Field research using GPS collars and motion trackers has even shown wild elephants traveling more than 20 miles without stopping to rest, proving how far they can push their sleepless endurance. What all these animals have in common is that they've rewritten the rules of rest. Bullfrogs stay constantly alert, never surrendering to deep unconsciousness. Dolphins let half their brain sleep at a time, keeping one eye open for danger. Giraffes nap for only minutes each day, ready to run at the slightest sign of threat. Sharks keep moving endlessly, living in a state of perpetual light rest. Elephants, despite their intelligence, function on just a fraction of the sleep most mammals need. Each of these strategies shows us that sleep isn't a fixed law of biology. It's an adaptation shaped by survival. In places where falling fully asleep means becoming prey or suffocating, nature has designed alternative solutions. These adaptations remind us that survival always comes before comfort, and in the wild, closing your eyes for too long can cost you everything. So the next time you complain about not getting enough rest, remember these strange animals. They remind us that sleep, as natural as it seems to us, is not universal. Some creatures survive and even thrive without the comfort of long, deep sleep. For them, the night is never truly restful, and survival means staying vigilant even when their bodies demand rest. In the animal kingdom, dreams are rare luxuries, and nature ensures that for some, the eyes of survival never truly close. Their sleepless existence is proof of how adaptable life can be, and how in the fight for survival, even the most basic needs can be reshaped by evolution.